Hello, my name is Christian Castro, and I'm going to be talking about Obsidian today. So, what is Obsidian? Obsidian is an igneous rock that forms when molten rock material cools so rapidly that the atoms are unable to arrange themselves into a crystalline structure. And the reason for this is because the magma is very silica rich, so it's very viscous, really thick and pasty, so it doesn't really allow the crystalline structures to form. Obsidian is mostly made out of silica, about 70%. It also contains some iron and magnesium. It has a similar composition to granite, but obsidian cools much more quickly and granite cools much more slowly. Also, because of the lack of mineral structures, obsidian is not considered a true rock, but it's still a rock anyways. Obsidian comes in different colors, although its most common color is black, and the reason for that is because of the iron in it. Obsidian can be found in various parts of the world, such as Italy, Mexico, Scotland, Japan, although large sources of obsidian is located here in the US, and I'll provide a link below if you want to check out where those sources are. It's mostly here in the West though. So, formation. Obsidian is an extrusive rock, which means that it usually forms around the surface, although it can also be intrusive, meaning it forms under the surface. So here, obsidian can form at the edges of a lava flow, so all of this used to be a lava flow, and this cooled just by air, just being exposed to the air. And it can also form when lava contacts water, and it can also form at the edges of a dike. So devitrification. So after millions and millions of years, the obsidian will slowly turn into a rock. And the reason for this is because the silica molecules within the glass, they slowly rearrange themselves into crystalline structures, and it creates these snowflake-like patterns on it. And this is called snowflake obsidian. And because of devitrification, it's very rare to find obsidian older than 20 million years old, because by then the obsidian is already a rock. So, properties of obsidian. Obsidian breaks with a conchoidal fracture, which are these wave-like patterns that show up on here. It's somewhat similar to the pattern of the shell of a mussel. As you can see, it's highly reflective because of the strong highlights, and it's translucent, so it allows light in, but it doesn't allow detailed images. Also, right here where two fractures meet, these edges are extremely sharp. They're more sharper and more precise than a stainless steel scalpel blade. And they're so precise that they can cut through cells, like actually slice through them. Unlike a scalpel would just like tear through the cells, like skin scales, but the obsidian, it just slices through them. The reason for that is if you looked at this through a microscope and you looked at the edges won't contain any teeth at all. It would be really, really smooth. So here are some different colors of obsidian. There's obviously more than this. I just chose these 6 because I don't want to overwhelm you. So the reason why the obsidian turns into different colors is because of the different minerals that it contains. And yeah, so this one would be fire obsidian, mahogany obsidian, pumpkin obsidian, purple sheen obsidian, gold sheen obsidian, and midnight lace obsidian. So fake obsidian. So if you notice these two so-called chunks of obsidian, you notice that they look like colored glass, and it's essentially that. Because obsidian, it can never be this saturated of a color, so this is obviously really fake, and then also you can see through it rather well. And yeah, if you ever see this like in a gift shop saying like, oh, it's obsidian, don't buy it. It's overpriced glass. That's what it is.